WWE 2K20 doesn't work in 2020. Yeah, this is some kind of breaking news. Apparently it's working now. However, if you downloaded WWE 2K20, the calendar on the PlayStation and Xbox apparently encrypts the actual download so you can't play it. So in order for you to actually play the game, you have to change your calendar to 2019. I'm sorry for the unprofessionalism, but like, come on now. It's funny. It's generally funny. So I'm gonna read this brief article. Gamers can't play WWE 2K20 because of the new year. So, if this happened, you would get an error, and it says error has occurred in the following application. CE, and then it says WWE 2K20, okay? And it says checking error status. So it would eventually close, you couldn't use it. Obviously the launch of WWE 2K20 has been an absolute total disaster. Apparently Becky Lynch's face wasn't working right. Trying to get online wasn't doing well. There was referees that just weren't even counting pinfalls. So the guy would like pin him and the referee would just be like this. Theme music was actually playing throughout the match. It wouldn't stop whenever the wrestler came in. This has actually affected a lot of the eFed community, who actually use this. And some of them that I've seen are actually reverting back to 2K19. Now, FBXW, I'm actually going to talk to Steve about this. So far, he said that there is some issues with it, but he hasn't seen like anything crazy. But because Yonks, essentially one of the developers, have like now passed this on to 2K20, they've passed it on to a group of people, you know, even the last years, to be honest with you, where they don't know what they're doing. Like there's scenes where, like, if Charlotte does her finisher, the referee will like go behind her and hug her. But we'll get back to this story here right now. So apparently, if you essentially, now they're saying that it's packs. Now they don't, apparently this is affected for the download version of the game. So if you downloaded it, apparently even the Xbox One, even if you change the calendar of it on Xbox, it just doesn't work. It just didn't work. So in the new year, if you try to play this game, you just couldn't do it. Now 2K support said the following: "Hey superstars, we are aware of the issues related to WWE 2K20 crashing and are currently investigating. We are working towards a solution and will update you all when we have more information." Like, not even a sorry or we're very sorry about this. You know, sorry. We're sorry, guys. Sorry. It's just a complete dumpster fire. Like, the game itself, like the story mode is from what I've seen, awful. It's clunky. They're trying to go for this realistic vibe and it just doesn't work. Like, I don't think WWE games work well when you blend reality with not reality. That's how some of these games work. And what they're trying to do is WWE 2K games now are just a bona fide simulator. And even like the last few that I've seen, there was one that I got, I think it was 15 or some shit like that. It was the last one I got. And it was quite slow, like they were doing this, like where it was realistic and it just wasn't cool. It wasn't fun. You know, I do think that the main thing that they need to focus on is the story mode. The story mode is fucking awful. It's like this guy and girl who like go into like the actual like thing to WWE, and the voice acting is, it sounds like it's in a bathroom. It is now, I want to give you a reaction. Vince McMahon is apparently pissed at this. Like, no joke, this is no joke. From what I've heard, he is really angry because WWE rely a lot on the video games. Now, WWE, in regards to their stock, so the three things that is their stock, obviously, their merchandise, which is a big seller in regards to WWE, and their games, okay? And the games is pretty much their third biggest selling point. Don't even say anything about WWE Raw ticket sales, because no one's really going to it anymore now, from what I've seen. But WWE games would usually be the flagship that they would have for money. And what's interesting that I want to see is that I want to see their numbers, because WWE haven't really said how they did in 2019. Now, they said in 2018, oh, we've got plenty of money and we're doing amazing. It's one of the best years that we've ever had. Didn't really hear that much about it this year. And usually they brag about it. And usually when they don't do that, it means that they're not really getting as much money. Now, will this affect WWE in long term? Probably not. What it will affect, however, is WWE and what are they going to do with the actual property of these games. Because 2K have really fucked things up for the gaming world in regards to WWE. Like, it's even gotten to the point now where people are legit just using 2K19. Like, it's utterly ridiculous. It really is. And like, I mean, Becky Lynch's eyeballs are popping out and everything. And I don't know why anyone still bought it. eFighters, I understand why eFighters would buy it. Obviously, they've got really no choice, like, unless they want to go back to 2K19. But it is just a massive, massive mess. Like, this game is just, like, it's nearly every day you're hearing problems, and people are legit pissed off because these games now that have come out from WWE just are not good. Like, usually, if the product's not good, usually their games are good. And maybe it might be mediocre best, but 2K20 is going down in history as probably the worst gaming series, like the worst game probably in WWE recent memory. In fact, I would probably prefer WWF Warzone in this game. You know, at least that works in New Year. You know, I remember that game actually. Give a shout out if you actually like that game. But yeah, like the fact that you have to have it in New Year, where, and it's the crazy thing is this game is called WWE 2K20. 2020, and it doesn't work in 2020. Like, these are basic things. Like, this isn't like a critique of the entire genre, because obviously I had issues with some of the backstage fights. I felt that they were kind of clunky. It's not even so much that, it's basic stuff like pinfalls and theme songs, and even the way the wrestler looks. Like, some of the skins, like I seen Randy Savage doesn't even look like Randy Savage. Like, some of these wrestlers look like a simulation from The Sims. Like, they look like a sim character. Never mind a wrestler. They just look unrealistic. Like, some of these wrestlers just don't look like, you know, they don't look like anything. The Rock looks worse graphically compared to the last game. You know what I mean? Like, how do you make The Rock look worse? Like, I don't understand it. Like, how does he look worse in this game? But hey ho, it is what it is. So in regards to this here, gamers are very pissed off, and I can completely understand. If you want to check out an actual video of it breaking down, I'll post a link in the description below. It's from Web is Jericho. So, like I said, guys, I really do think that WWE 2K20 is just an outright joke. And I do think that they need to take a property away. Very similar. Now, EA have done well with the new Star Wars movie, new Star Wars game, new Star Wars movie. I'm actually going to make a video on the new Star Wars movie, by the way. But the new Star Wars game, from what I heard, has done well. But that's the first decent game in like a 10-year gap that EA have taken over. And they did that because they were forced to do it. Like, they just wanted multiplayer. It's outrageous, to be honest with you. And I think the developers of this should be ashamed of themselves. Like, they should be properly professional. Like, not even getting pinfalls right is utterly ridiculous. Guys, let me know what you think in the comments below. Just to let you know, regular videos are coming. I also have non-wrestling content for all of you that don't really want to watch it. Some of you prefer watching the wrestling content. I uploaded non-wrestling content, but some of you were kind of like, oh yeah, like, but, like, you know. I'm still gonna upload that and maybe some gym stuff and stuff like that. But we're gonna talk a wee bit about wrestling today with the gaming, y'all. But this is General Jerry on the General Jerry channel, signing out.